Having a solid window and text layout can improve your game experience. Let's cover a few ways to make those adjustments. Before changing anything, let's back up by going to Options, Settings, Export. Leave all the boxes checked. The default path saves the file on the C drive. You can append the file name with a 1 to avoid overwriting anything you currently have, or you can click Browse to save the file to a new location. Once you're satisfied with name and path, click Export. If your story text is too small, just right-click, go to Settings, and use the first Modify button to adjust the font name, formatting, or size. The default is Verdana Regular size 9. Click OK to see your results. Some font combinations work better than others. Webdings or wingdings are a little scary. I'm going to keep the Verdana Regular, but increase the size up to 12. Go back into Settings. You'll see a white text box and a black background box. Clicking either box, then choosing a new color, will update the color of your story window. As before, some combinations are rough on the eyes. Make sure to choose 2 different colors, else you'll be left with a screen full of gemstone without context. Notice how all the clickable words stand out? Hold down Alt plus your L key to make those links turn into normal words. Alt-L again brings them back. Pretty much all the windows here can be clicked and dragged with the mouse. Look for the Windows pane, which lists all the different windows. Clicking the eyeball next to any window name will show or hide it. Alright, I created 2 layout files. Links for those will be in the description below. The first file is the default view of a new character, and the second is the layout file that I use. I'll show you how to import those files in just a bit, but for now, I'm going to switch over to my layout and walk through a few more things. Starting on the left, we have the speech window. Any whispers or spoken text in a room will go here, along with timestamps, so you don't miss anything important. Next up is the announcements window. This is where broadcast GM messages will go, such as invasion alerts or what merchants are active at an event. If a game master issues you a send, it will also go here. Above that is your experience and training points. Up top, we have 2 windows, one for thoughts and one for familiar. The left box is where your ESP channels and Think To messages will go. To the right of that is familiar. I like to put all Lich chat in that box to separate it from the ESP network. You can accomplish that by typing ;lnet fam window equals on. Now all Lich chat channels and direct messages will be on the right. With the 2 networks separated, think left and ;chat right. While we are here, type ;lnet timestamps equals on, so timestamps will appear on the right as well. The ones in the familiar window will be in a 24-hour format. Moving on to the deaths window. As mentioned in Fun with Flags, use flag show deaths on to see when others die. If you like rescuing others, this is an essential setting to have on. Below that is the active spells window, which is self-explanatory. You might be wondering what happened to the injuries box. I use a script called Uberbar for Wraith and Uberbar Wiz for Wizard. Lich users should download the one that goes with your client and add it to the global auto start list. Once it's up and running, it should pop into the top right corner if you use my layout file. This will show you how much experience you've earned since login, the average per hour, what you get per pulse, and your current room number. All your injuries will be shown along with your resources, experience, mind status, stance, and encumbrance. Uberbar is labeled as your character name in the Windows pane. We briefly covered adding highlights in the Dying to Meet You video. You can add color to specific words or phrases. I added sound effects to some words too. Let's look at that. Here's the custom words included in the layout file. I highlighted some channel names and boxes to stand out. There are 4 phrases with a sound attached. The first is when someone Lich chats to you. The second is when someone directly speaks to you in a room. The third is when someone taps you on the shoulder. And the fourth is when someone sends you a direct ESP thought. These are just some suggestions. You can change it as you like. To update the sound used, just click the phrase, then the select button. Locate your WAV file and hit OK to confirm. Please know you'll need to keep the sound file in the same location or it won't play correctly. I have my Lich directory on a flash drive and put all sounds in an audio folder inside. That way I can run GemStone on any computer and all my Lich files and sounds travel with me. The Anvil WAV file example can be downloaded via a link in the description. If you want to go all out, add different sounds to each character you play so you know which one is being interacted with. In the past, I've also added music selections when one character dies. Just imagine when your sorcerer dies and Shania Twain starts blasting. That covers my layout file. If you've not done so already, I invite you to download it with the link found below. Should you decide to use it, here's how to import. Click Options, Settings, Import. Click the Browse button to locate the file you downloaded. It should be called New Character Wraith Organized. Click the drop-down menu next to Custom Highlights. Don't Import skips that category. Only Import New will add highlights in that category you don't already have. Import All just adds everything to what you already have. This can cause confusion and duplicates if you already have the same phrases. Clear and Import All will delete all highlights you have in that category and replace them with the ones in that layout file. I would just suggest only Import New for the custom highlights area and Import All for the window configuration. Clicking Import will apply the settings chosen. And that covers Windows organization and highlights. Please share feedback below, and I hope you all have a great day.